All right. Okay, wait a minute. Something is going on. Let's see what's going on here. Um, let's see. Okay. Somewhere it's saying my computer is low. And I didn't even, I didn't realize that it was unplugged. All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom and shalom and shalom. Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I had to jump in because I was washing dishes in our early morning. I was in a bathroom and the water was running. And let me tell you something. This is a word from the water, from out of the water. Okay. What I mean by this is the word out of the water or from the water is that throughout my life, when water is in the midst, I hear from Yah in a special way. I hear things I have never heard of and things that might be crooked, he straightens up. And this happens when I am around running water. I can be running bath water, running water in the sink, washing dishes. I can be in the tub. He comes in and he just finds time to minister in a sense, to instill things within me through the water. So he said some things to me today that I thought that needed right now, not tomorrow, not later, but right now be addressed. And there's some beautiful things. It's things that has nothing to do with what we think we can control and how we can think that it's about the way we feel or our emotions. All of what he's given me steps out of the flesh and it takes me into the spirit and the realm of the spirit. And I just thank him for bringing such awesome word out of the water. And I want to start off with the first thing he said to me. He said, say unto them, if a man was shouting to you on the bridge, you're on the bridge, you're just walking alone on the bridge. And down at the bottom was this man on your right side of, no, not on your right side, but the right side of the bridge. He sees you and you don't see him, but you hear this man shouting. Now, you hear him shouting, but you don't understand what he is saying. And you don't even care about what he's saying because you figure, he's here, he's down, way down. You up high, walking, minding your own business. What could he possibly be saying to you? So you ignore the fact that he is saying anything. And you just going on your way, minding your business, because you just walking. And you're just finding yourself from one end to the other end of the bridge, minding yourself. You just knowing that you constantly keep hearing his voice. And every time you look back, you seem like you're getting further and further away from him. But that voice in which this man is speaking, his voice, you can still feel like you ain't getting distance from his voice. The voice is still there. It's like the voice is not going anywhere, but you feel you're going somewhere. You're walking on across the bridge. And you see yourself going on across as you get further. But you can't seem to get rid of the sound of this man because it's like he's just right there, right there, right there. His voice is not, you know how you, as you go further, his voice seems to silence, gets more silent to where you can barely hear it. But this here old man, and he wasn't that he was old, but then I feel that's what he's saying. He's an old man. Yeah, I think that's what he wants me to say to you. This man is an old man, and he's yelling to you something, and you just cannot get it. And one of the main reasons is that's what he's saying. This man, you see him yelling something. He seemed to be saying it to you because you're the only one crossing the bridge, but you're looking at him as an elderly man, and you don't know what he is saying. You can't hear it, but you don't like the idea of his voice because it doesn't sound like he's a man that is in his right mind, or it doesn't sound like something you want to hear. So you ignoring him because you just assuming he just running his mouth and just talking. But you're going to go on so you can get to the other side of the bridge. This is the first message he gave me. He said, say unto them, here this man is on the bridge. Here this individual that's on the bridge. I don't know if it's a male or female, but I do know this is a man that's not on the bridge, but he's yelling with fierce to the individual that's on the bridge. Now, I don't know who is this he or she. I believe he just wanted me to leave it there because he's giving you a parable of where we are at as a people. And what he meaning is not only is it our mind of the flesh, but our mind of the spirit is just right there. So we are the one that's on the bridge. Someone at the bottom of the bridge is yelling something to us, and we can't seem to understand it because it's loud, it sounds fierce, and it's an elderly man yelling something. So we just go on our way over the bridge to get to the other side. The father said that even though you walk from one end of the bridge heading to the other end, because this is your ideal of your choice, it is your way you see things. And this is about what way I want to go. I want to go from one end to the other, and I'm on my way there. And in spite of that voice of that elderly man, you hear the voice, and you see that the voice is not fainting. It's getting more clear and clear. And after a while, you hear this man, all this time he been yelling to you, get off the bridge. It's getting ready to collapse. But because of his fierce and his loudness, you felt that he couldn't be possibly saying nothing to me. He don't know me. He don't know nothing about me. Oh, that's just an old man. Like I said, I don't know if it's a male or a female on top of this bridge that's crossing, walking to cross the other side of the bridge. But the message that the Father wants to say is, there has been many a times we have ignored the warning of many type of dangerous states that we have been in, and we continue to walk therein even after hearing the voice warn us and tell us how to take heed. Another form of grace and mercy, because he don't have to warn you nothing. Who you think you are? But because of his grace and his mercy, he's saying the elderly man that's yelling, telling the person on the bridge that the bridge is about to collapse. But you feel, I don't know him. He don't have to be yelling at me. He don't have to be saying it like that. I'm going from one end to the other and I can see my way to the end. I'm going to keep going. This is what the Father gave me in the water. They keep walking as if they heard not the fierce voice of him. They keep walking as if they have not heard the warning of the Most High God. They keep walking. And all I'm saying, all that I am saying is I care enough for you to get off the bridge. It's getting ready to collapse. That's what the elderly man was saying. But the individual on the bridge was looking at the nationality of the man. They was focusing on his age. They was focusing on his voice. They was focusing on everything outside of what the voice was doing for them. The voice was just simply warning them. This elderly man had no reason to gain anything in warning an individual that's on the bridge. So the Father was giving me this example, and as he was giving it to me, I had my papers were so wet. Everything I wrote, I had to drop the dishes. My hands were always in the water. Go to the paper and write. And he was saying, Deborah, it's like, he gave me it in like a parable. He said, Deborah, it's like unto an individual that's on the bridge. They walking across the bridge. They on the bridge. They got a little ways to go to get to the finish line of the bridge. But there's someone down below that they could see the individual. They hear the individual, but they just know that they know that individual ain't talking to me. He ain't got no business saying anything to me. He can't be speaking to me. Why? Because I'm the high and he's low. I'm black or white and he's the opposite race. Or even being on the bridge and you're a female, you might think he's trying to hit on you or say something. But all he's saying is one thing out of all that you hear him saying, all he said to you. The bridge is about to cave in. Warning you. Just that's how simple it was. The whole idea of the bridge and the individual being below the bridge, yelling and saying in such a fierce and loud word, get off the bridge. It's about to cave. But the individual, you don't know me. I'm a different nationality. If it's a woman on the bridge, oh, it's a male. He's trying to hit on me. Let me keep walking. And all he is saying, all he's saying is I care enough. I don't know you. You don't know me. But I'm just saying, get off the bridge. It's about to cave. What he's saying in it, I can't get what he wants someone out there to know. All I know, I can break it down in my spiritual realm, but this come out of the water. This is a word from the water. I know you all don't know too much about the water, and I know you don't. It's because you didn't find fit in your life to key up. If you want to be on this not on this platform, but you want to be on internet all the time, key up in Google, what do water mean in the biblical Bible, in which I say, I know, I study, I read. And you'll find out the importance of water in the spirit realm. You remember where the Samaritan woman was at the well? What did Yeshua tell her? Just letting her know that the water that you drink it, or that you pour from the well, cannot outride the drink of water that I can give unto thee. See, that's what people don't understand. Now, what are we talking about, though? Two waters. The water of the natural and the water of the spirit. And you cannot compare the both because they totally off balance. Not off balance, totally different from one another. This is why Yeshua told her that at the well. Because he was trying to tell you something. Like that old man trying to tell that individual on that bridge. The one on the bridge figured, I know this route. I go this route all the time. I've been doing this for years. Surely I know that I'm going from one entering onto the bridge, and I know the other side by heart. So this elderly man don't have no reason to warn me. He don't know me. Oh, he old. He don't know nothing. He just yelling and hollering for nothing. But all he's doing is giving you a warning that you crossing the bridge that you cross all the time. You crossing the bridge that you know the beginning of it to the end. You crossing the bridge because this is your daily walk across this bridge. But all this elderly man saying to you, I don't know you, you don't know me, but this bridge that you cross throughout your life that you know by heart is about to cave. Get off of it. But you can't. Because you figure you've been on the bridge, you've been doing this for so long, you know this bridge. I'm getting this thing now. This sister getting it now. Bob, I see where you creeping in. I see where he creeping in. Because a few minutes ago, I said to you, I don't know what he wants you to get, but he's giving it to me. An individual crossing a bridge in which they cross every day to take a walk. And there's a voice that they cannot feel comfortable with. Because why? The voice is so loud. The man is so fierce in warning him, but he's warning them because he wants them to understand danger. The bridge is about to collapse. Get off of it. Oh, no. This is what I do every day. I've been doing this for 40 years. No, he ain't talking to me. This is what he's saying. It's time to get off the bridge, y'all. The bridge is collapsing. That came from the water. And I sit back and I said, Father, you know you're so awesome. Because even the water means something to the Most High Yah, where he come through the water, even though he know he is in me in the spirit. But the water sends a message, like a right now word. That's what it normally does. It sends a quickened word. So I say unto you, somewhere in it, he's speaking of, get off the bridge, you guys. It's about to cave. Today, we switched the time from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., where we're going to do part 2 of the lesson of yesterday, okay? And in part 2, it's going to... Hold yourself, Deborah. Hold yourself. Part 2 is going to cause the Most High Yah to come out in a way that many of us have rejected him. I just went over the verses again. after 3 days ago, yesterday. Now I went over it again this morning. And each time, you guys, I went over these verses, y'all clammed on top of them. And sister, prophetess, let me explain to you. You're in the live chat right now. While I was in that message, doing my deep study to prepare for this evening, the live at 4 p.m. Central Time, he gave me a word for you. And when he gave me the word, I began to write it. I stopped my studying and I began to write it. And he said for me to tell you, you don't have to play second fiddle to no one. You are the one. You don't get out here, no matter where you go in life, stop playing second fiddle. Because you are the one. When he said that to me, I was like, oh, wow. Only one can say something like that is a creator who created all things. Hallelujah. See, y'all got to get to know how he rumbled. That's how he rumbled. That's how he show up. I'm sitting here doing this study for this evening, and I had already put all my information he gave me from the water. And it's going to blow y'all mind what he gave me, because you're going to know that this did not come from Sister Deborah. This old lady ain't got sense enough to know this. That's why I try to explain to y'all. I ain't got no sense. I tell y'all that all the time. I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed to show up and show out that this flesh ain't got no sense. I ain't got no sense. If I ain't got no sense, I ain't got no sense. Why should I lie about it? I'm in this here study, and he said, tell the prophet that comes onto your page, tell her that he's not going to accept you playing second fiddle. So you might as well step out of it. And what he mean is pull up, take that baton that he has given you and run with it. Don't look to your left. Don't look to your right. Don't look in front of you. Don't look in back of you. Look in him. And no, he'll show you the way. You don't answer to nobody, is what he said. You are the one. See, when we saw the Matrix, we saw it in the way the world wanted us to behold it and embrace it. But while the world meant things for evil, hallelujah, the Most High Yah want us to behold it for how he still ruled over it all. There's a message in it. You are the one. How did they do the individual on Matrix? Did not they chase after them? They chased after that European. They chased after him to do what? To destroy him. Why? He were the one. So that's Sister Deborah parable of what I feel that Yah is saying to you, prophetess, is that you don't play second fiddle if you the first one. Ooh-wee! You know what he told me last week, the first day they had banned me on YouTube? He said, Deborah, did you know those that are chosen? He said, those are people who got a position. They come down here for just that reason. They ain't coming down here to look like the church. They ain't coming down here to dress like the church and act like the church or play holy than thou or roll a holy roll. They come down to speak in the fullness of boldness. I said, so are those bold ones you said that was? Yes, they're the bold ones that I told you that were coming. That's why every one of them. Let me tell y'all another. Oh, I'm getting chills again, y'all. What he's saying is, in the last 7-8 days I've been off, before I got off, I was explaining to y'all about the chosen one and how these chosen one is nailing it. And I'm like saying, wait a minute. That's going back to show you the body of Christ, y'all. The body of Christ has everyone in it. The body of Christ has everyone in it. And guess what else? I'm saying this to you because he said it to me now. I'm not saying this to you because he said it to me yesterday. I'm saying this to you because he said it to me now. Now he said, tell them, who do they think is the head of the body? Tell them that. He said he wants you to know I am who I said that I am. I have my power over the body. My power is over the body, y'all. It is the head. It's capable of thinking for you all. It can function for you. It can walk for you. It can talk for you. It will heal you. It can deliver you. Why? Because it is the head of the body with all power therein. Therein is the power. So who say they want to be your head without the power? Can he be your head and deliver you from sickness, Deborah? No, he can't, Father. Deborah, can he be your head and redeem you, Deborah? No, he can't, Father. Can he be your head and wake you up in the midnight hour, Deborah? No, he can't. In the early morning, Deborah? No, he can't. Where's my head? I am the power that I say that I am. That's over the church. Stop looking to your left for a head, looking to your right, looking in the back of you. Know that the head is where y'all said he put the head over the church. We're going to and fro, trying to be justified, covered, clarified, covered, identified, covered by who? The power of Christ himself, Hamashiach. We no longer have to look for the head. He is and was and shall always be that which he said that he was. And what did he say he was? I am who I say that I am. And that's our problem. Because we don't want to accept him for being the I am. Ahaya, ahaya. That's who he said that he is. But we won't embrace that because we're looking for a head. We're looking for a ruler, Father. We're looking for a leader. Found out with the quickening of what he gave me that next morning was, you don't need no head if I'm the head. They can't bring that and pull that up and let it outride that in Torah. And I said, Father, wait a minute. You mean to tell me all these years this old hen didn't know that? I didn't know that, child. That was another hammer to anybody who tried to come upon anything Sister Deborah would say. How you going to tell me that the head of the church have to bow down to Torah? No. Because he wasn't the head as he is today over the church, which is the body. That's why Torah couldn't uphold righteous. It couldn't uphold what was just. Because it had it not. It had y'all following them everywhere they go upon them. But now he said, I come to be in them, Deborah. They can't see that because it's not meant for them to see it. That's why you bring in this message. Judah, it's time to stop lying. Part 2 and part 1. If you go over yesterday's message and go over again the message we're going to bring this evening, go over it more than once. Guess what? The Father said he will surely deliver you spiritual and mental so you can walk in liberty in which he has set you free. You think slavery can hold the liberty that Yah has birthed in us? You're lost and you're lost and you're lost. If we can't see his spiritual over this natural trash, we are kind of lost. But that's all right. He said we all lost because that's the only way he gonna clean us up. He said you can sit your tail on these devil platform and look at Deborah and hear Deborah teach that adulterated pure word. But she as lost as y'all are. I'm coming to clean her up too. But you have to believe that thing. You got to feel that thing. That means you got to make that thing real in you. Why? The only way you're going to know that he is the I am if you got to make it real in you. That he is who he said he is. You got to make that thing. You got to feel that thing that he is who he said he is. And some. So the ideal of everything that he's given me is because he opened up a door that I didn't ask him to. And when he opened that door, he opened it so wide, Sister Deborah stepped in and said, "Yay, Father, I see." When he gave me that quickening of the spirit to get the full revelation of Israel and Judah, can't nobody even look at me wrong. You better not ever look at me in any way unless you're looking at the spirit of the Most High Yah. I tell you all, time after time, I can leave my house and go out there and the world embrace me as who Yah has called me to be. No, they don't know I'm a prophetess. I don't go out there saying, "Hey, I'm the prophetess, I'm the prophetess, I'm this." I go out there as I am. I'm not going to go out trying to look a certain way, act a certain way, feel a certain way. Why? Because I'm no different than them that out there. But only thing is that his way is in me. He even gave me a message today, y'all, in the water. He said, "Deborah, do you fully understand? Much is given, much is required." I said, "Oh yeah." I went over to my hands all wet. I went over to the paper. I said, "Oh yes, I surely do." Let me get it for you. He said, "Yeah, here it is." He said, "Deborah, do you understand when it is said, much is given, much is required?" I said, "Oh yeah." I read that verse. Oh yeah. But see, what I told y'all, this book is not the word. So what he's saying, "No, baby, let me bring you to the spiritual realm of what I say." So you can read it, and that's what it's for you to study. But you got to wait on the word. He said the words waits on me. I don't know what's wrong with man. The words waits on him because he is the word. He said he don't know what's wrong. He ain't saying he don't know it. He's saying it in the senses man messed up because they don't wait on the word. The word was, the word is, the word was before it is. It was. So how is that word going to be brought low and these book words going to be brought high? You're alive from not only the pit of hell, but that's the place you're going to go. Because that's not how he rumbles. So stop identifying him as so low and everything that you see in your natural eyes is so high, but he got to be low. That's what's wrong with that individual on the bridge. That old man down at the bridge is at too low for him. He's too old to be hearing him. Too loud to be hearing him. He don't like the sound of what he's saying. Because I've been walking across this bridge all my life. But your life about to end on that bridge if you don't take heed to the voice that's warning you. You don't have to know that voice. You don't have to agree with his nationality. Because all he doing, he don't know you either. He just giving you one thing. That's the warning. Get off the bridge. It's getting ready to cave. Do you think that individual got off the bridge? No. Because he didn't like how the man approached the situation. He didn't like what he looked like, how old he was, and didn't like how he was saying it. He stayed across the bridge, kept walking, he or she. And the bridge did cave. That's the whole ideal he was giving me. And he said that's where people are at today. But also, you understand something. The man that's down, that's giving him the warning, and the one that's on the bridge, and Yah, all is well. Deborah, all is well. I send one to warn the one that cannot take heed. But I send them anyway. That's what you call grace and mercy. Okay? Now, let me tell you what he said. He said that to me, and this was for me in the water. So he was trying to explain something to me. He said, now listen to this, y'all. Listen to this is what he said. He said, much is given. Do you understand, Deborah, when it says much is given, much is required? Sister Deborah was saying, yeah, I understood and I understand because I was receiving it as I have read it. Okay. So he was just sharing with me, see, isn't it different? Yes, Father, it is a different. What he told me was totally different than what it reads to be. And this is, he said, Yah charge one in whom he give much. Why? Why is it Yah charging the individual in which he give much to? Why is he charging him? Why is he saying much is given, much is required? This is what he said to me. This, I knew it was for me. I knew, and somebody out there, it might be for you too, but I knew in the water he was talking to strictly to me. He said, much is given, Deborah, much is required. And then he wanted me to understand that you can take it the way you read it in the study guide, or you can take it the way I designed it in the word. So I took on what he said in the word because he know I'm good for taking his side. I don't care what none of y'all say. I will take his side over anything on the earth. Okay? What is his side? Spirit. What is his side? He rests in me, in my spirit. He abides in me. He talks to me. You see? So I take the spiritual side over the natural any time of the day. Because the spirit side holds my life. It can destroy the body and the spirit. You see? But the body can't destroy the spirit. So he wants me to understand what he means. He said, Deborah, I charge those to be required something when I have given them much. So when I have given you much, Deborah, you must put the prospective in the righteous order. You are required that. That's how much I have invested much in you, that you may put righteous in its righteous place. It is required, Deborah. You see what I'm saying? So don't put righteous over here when you know this is not righteous, because you are giving much, and much is required of you. And that is to take righteous and put it in its right perspective place. Praise the mighty Yah. Ooh, Father. He was saying to me in the water that let me tell you why he's saying that. Because flesh got this thing about, oh, he just pouring out so much in me, and I'm just this. He had to bring me down. I told y'all he do that. Get in your lane right now. That's pretty much what he's saying. He ain't saying I came out of it, but he's saying, look, I'm going to always back you back into that lane, which is spiritual. See, that's a good thing. When you can understand the lane itself, it don't put you high, don't put you low. It just puts you right where you need to be in him. So get your butt in that lane. So if he's saying to me, much is given, much is required. It's easy for Sister Deborah to get it. Oh, he giving me. Oh, I got. He's giving me. Wait a minute, hold up, sister. Now it's time you understand what is required. So you want to embrace giving, pull up with what is required. And he's saying to each and every last one of us, if he has given you much, much is required for you to uphold in its perspective, in its righteous place, righteous. Uphold it. No matter what happened, uphold righteous. Put it in its perspective place, is what he said to me. Put it in the right order, Deborah. Why? That's the requirement. You go apply for a job. You tell somebody when I'm a secretary, and they give you one sheet. Tell me not. You go apply for a college, and you say you want to major in this. They give you information telling you what's required to attend this college and to even your major. They give you information. Well, y'all is saying, I give you, Deborah, much. You want me to tell you, me giving you much? Want me to tell you the requirements? You want to think you somebody? You want to feel you somebody? You want to be a leader, ruler, king, and wait a minute, hold up. Much is given. But you got to bag that up with what is required for what you get, what you have. See, they don't get that. That don't make sense to people. Because they don't have no sense. So it ain't going to make no sense. They don't have no sense in the spirit nor in the flesh. At least I can say I got it in the spirit. But that's what 99.9. They don't have no sense in the spirit nor the flesh. So he's saying, okay, since you know I've given you much, do you know the requirements? Yeah, that's what he was saying to me in the water. Since I've given you much, Deborah, what is the requirement? Do you know the requirements? And I'm like, I went backing out of the set. Yeah, I was in the dish washing dish. I went backing out. I said, okay, let me get my pen again. I went over to the piece of paper. I went over the paper, water just dripping on paper. I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear you, Father. I'm ready to write it down. So he's saying, if I have given you much, the requirements of me giving you much, the requirements of me giving you much is for you to be charged as the requirement to put righteous in its prospective place, in its righteous place. That's your requirement. Now, what you got to say, Deborah? Well done, Father. I put that thing down. I started writing that thing. Ooh-wee! And I went to that water excited because I knew he was giving that to me. And any of you all that's out there, when you know that Yah has in place, instilled in you much, try to find out, well, what is this requirement? Since you've given me these gifts, you've given me these abilities, you called me with the holy calling, you've given me spirit and truth, you've given me the life. Wait a minute, you've given me all this, but tell me, what is the requirements? One requirement, Yah, and one only, is that you put righteous in its prospective place, in its righteous place. How about that? How you like me now? Okay, now, I've given that. Oh, y'all, he gave me so much. The Father said to me, Deborah, the books is not before Yah, for it is a study guide. They are study guides. The books cannot come before Yah. And that's what we do. That's what happened to Judith. Judith is out here searching every book on the earth right now. Y'all don't know that, and y'all don't understand it. But Judith is out there searching every book because he dying out to the ways that he have started many people to believe that they are awakening, and this the truth, and this the truth, and this the truth. I'm a ruler, I'm a king. If you really want to awaken to something, pull up today at 4 p.m. I'm going to shake you and make you a new creature. Now, old things ain't going to pass away, but those old ways of you, you're going to find out it's time to drop this mess. Because we've been holding on to too many things in our lives. And it's no need in we taking it with us every day. Leave that trash where it's at. It ain't going nowhere. It just wants to be able to rule us as we walk through this living of the life that he's given us. We can leave that trash wherever it's at and keep it going. That's the power of how the flesh will get you to want to live life from yesterday to today. No, stand down, trash. You ain't coming with me today. I'm going to drop you off right here. So at 4 p.m. Central Time, the message in which I'm going to bring forth to you is Judith has to give up the lies because it ain't going to do nothing for him. It ain't going to help him. It ain't going to redeem him. It ain't going to save him. He's still going to have to suffer great things. So you have to give up your lies. If you give up your lies, your journey might be better. It will be. Because ain't nothing wrong with knowing righteous in the land of your captives, because we've been knowing unrighteous all the time. So the Father even shared with me, Deborah, you see, when he gave me that quickie, the way he gave it to me, it was like this, y'all. The whole full thing. I was like, crying in the spirit, rejoicing at the same time. Did you just do what you just did? All because I asked a question about the heathens. You wanted me to know truly what the heathens was consist of. The heathens is connected to us, Israel, for a reason. For a reason. Now, he said that the word, he said before the Bible, there was the word. What part of that you can't get? The Bible cannot exist without the word. So how did the Bible become that which it was not even in existence? It has to come from the word. How can the Bible be the word? It's just like asking, it's just like this here. This is what's flashing. I'm looking at, even though I'm talking to you, I can see a little chicken. A little chicken. Which come before? Which one was here first? The egg or the chicken? Which one? The difference between that one is this one. Which one exists first? The egg or the chicken? Come on. It seems like it's easy, don't it? But it's not that easy, because you have to be able to understand it in all power that can turn it up and leave it no doubt. If in the beginning was the word, and the word was with Yah, and the word is Yah. Well, wait a minute, hold up. That was in the beginning. When therefore, if it was here before the words, then how did the words be the word? Don't make no sense. That's because it wasn't created to make sense. In the senseless. So he said to me, Deborah, the Bible, no matter which one they get, the lost one, the found one, whatever, cannot be before Yah. Y'all, you see how silly you sound? When you put the Bible before the Creator. It can't come before the Father. It has to come after the Father. So what do that mean? It has to stand down. Praise the mighty God. Why is it that the Bible must stand down? Why? Because tell them, Deborah, before it became, I was. I am the Word, and it is the words. Great big difference. I'm going to show you how different it is. When the word come to live in you, it shall teach you all things. Do you think this book can teach you all things? Why is it people running around here, especially women, said, when having becoming a mother don't come with a book? She right. It ain't gonna come with a book. And it didn't come up. Birthing the child, bringing it forth, and giving you the history of that child from birth all the way up. It didn't come with a book, did it? So how could this book come before the word, which is God? I wondered all the time, and I still did. I don't know no longer, because of the quicken he gave me the other day, because that quicken brought me to the full understanding. Stand down, away from all these clowns. You don't even need to inspire, because they are clowns. That's where they at. Where I created you and how I instilled in you, because much was given unto you, and your requirements is to make sure righteous uphold its right prospective place. Not man, not woman, not you, but righteous. He said to me, the Bible is not, he said, the Bible is not before Yah. It is a study guide that desires the heart of Yah. Oh, Father Yah. He said, the Bible is not Yah. It is the study guide that desires the heart of Yah. It wants to be Yah. That's how it became Yah to the whole world. This is the reason why you got so many different denominations, so many different interpretations, so many different beliefs. It's because they took one book that desired the heart of Yah without waiting for Yah himself. So you keep your book, as Sister Deborah told y'all, it's just a study guide. And in that study guide, he gave you many things in it that the Ruach can take you down into a study so you can see your way in a world that's loaded with Satan's sin. But I has to be first. He ain't coming to abide in you when you don't know the difference, to the point where you want to give all authority and right and power to a book. And then here I am in the spirit realm, he ain't giving me nothing. So all things, why is it you think it is so important for them to trap you over in Torah? That's why. Why is it so important they want to tap you into we the people, we the children, we the Jews, we the this, we the this? Because with this book, you can do that. This book can take you any and every way that is not the right way. Why do you say that, Deborah? Why would you say such strong words? How many different denominations come out of this one book? How many different interpretations come out of this one book? How many gods come out of one book? When Yah is just one. And he said, and there is no other. He's one. So how did all the world get different denominations? Come on, pull up with it. Nobody won't have the answer. You ain't going to be able to pull up with it because you ain't got it. You ain't had it. You just been following. You can't pull up. Because the only one can pull up is that Ruach of the Creator, who is the Word. So I like that when he gave me that. When he gave me that, I put that down too. And he was telling me, he said, Deborah, the Bible cannot be before me. For I am one. I am the beginning. So how is it who I am? He said the only reason. And then he began to say that don't put so much weight onto the book. Don't blame the book. Okay? Don't blame the book, because the book, so many men hearts have been in this book and smeared it and turned it up and turned it down in a way that has caused many to have different belief, understandings, different control and rulers over people. This book has caused all that. And he said, don't blame this book, Deborah. Don't blame the book. Blame the spirit of the people. Blame the spirit of the people that has used this book to control, to manipulate, to deceive, and use deception on the people. Instead of people trusting in me, I am the word, they trust in the words over me. See, when the Ruach pull up, it's impossible for Sister Deborah to give you spirit and truth without the Ruach. It's impossible for Sister Deborah to have the light and speak unto you without the Ruach. So I have to first and foremost have the word before I can go into the words. You see? So what do Sister Deborah do? What did Sister Deborah do? She put Yah first. He's my first. He's my all in all. It's no way I will give the book the glory over the Father. And that's what they do. That's how they trap you. That's why you hear Pastor Dow saying, the book, the book. What does the Bible say? What did the Bible? See, that was the trap. Even the world, even Satan. Because they knew if this book, if we, Roman Catholics said, if we can just go into the book, we can change their minds and make them live life this way and that way. And that's what they did. And even the Hebrew Israelites would come in and say, yeah, it said in there that obey your master. We know that ain't. And wait a minute, hold up, bro. What you mean ain't something that ain't right? Ain't this the book? Didn't you say the book? Didn't you say the Bible? But why is that wrong? See? That's how they do, y'all. Y'all didn't know they did, but that's how they teach. When it's something that they do not want to embrace, they'll pull up and tell you, hey, that's not right. Now we ain't gonna look at the book. So how can you look at the book and then not look at the book? How can you be in the book and then out of the book? Come on now, either you in or you out, or you out or you in. Which one is it? Tell me. I don't know what's on your mind. It don't make sense. The only sense it makes is when I tell y'all, when the rock of the Creator pull up in you and he teach you from the spiritual realm all things that you can pull up in any book and bring out righteous. But until he come, until you have tarried for him, and you know what? I don't know what is it going to come up in anybody around about now. He said, never, it is over. It is over. Okay? So I want to also say, he said something here. The Bible is not yours. He said he wants me to say to you all, the Bible is y'all, this is deep. Okay. The Bible is your hope of words. Now listen to this, y'all, so you can always be able to say it to someone. The Bible is your hope of words. Let me say that again. The Bible is your hope of words. But Yah is what hope look forward to. The word of Yah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let me say it again. I hope I'm saying it, keeping it like he said it. He said, Deborah, the Bible is one hope of words. Hope is the what? Hope, you hope. That means you do what? Look forward. Let me say that again. This is the Bible. It is your hope of words. It is your hope of words. Y'all pay attention to this because this is very powerful. But y'all want me to let you know that Yah is what hope look forward to. Why? Because hope means forward. That means moving forward. And Yah say hope, which is this book, is a hope of words with the S. And Yah say hope look forward, meaning the Bible look forward to Yah, the word of hope. As sister have said, this is a study guide. You study it with the hope that when the Ruach comes, he comes with the word. This is the reason why Sister Deborah tried to teach you all. You don't need nobody to be your head. You don't need nobody to be your leader. You don't need nobody to rule over you and control you. Wife don't need a head and husband don't need a nagging wife. We don't need one another in that way. We need the word of Yah that live in us. It's not what's on the outside of a man that makes him a part of Yah. Even though man look at a woman and desire the importance of her body and feel that Yah has given him to him. No, bro. Nothing y'all created on this earth. Nothing y'all created on this earth. Even Satan was for Satan. It was for his will. Stand down, you clowns. Stand down. You don't have spirit and truth with the light in your right hand. I love this here. I love this here. And you know what I'm going to do, you guys? I'm going to put this on t-shirts and sell it. I'm going to put this on t-shirts and sell it. And you know why I'm going to sell it? Because I'm going to sell it in a way that it gets all over the world. So people can understand who is the Word. All these thousands of years, y'all, we have not recognized the Creator himself. It's time we do. Even though it's over. It ain't over for me in this room, because I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this on a t-shirt and I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna put that bad boy on a t-shirt and I'm gonna sell it. I don't know how I'm gonna put it in the way, but I like the way the Ruach gave it to me. How about that? I like how he gave it to me. He said the Bible is your hope of words. Hope is that what you look forward to. Now that you got hope, now what are you looking forward to? You're looking forward to Yah, who is the Word, to now come teach you. So he said, Deborah, don't blame the Bible. Father, y'all know where I'm at. He know my every move. He know my next thought, y'all. I'm telling you, this, we sit around. Let me show you something. This is what's coming to me now. We sit around here and see the world. They're trapping us. They got us nailed. They know our whereabouts. They know our thoughts. They do. They know our movements, where we at, they know our conversations. They know our look. They know our pictures. They know everything about us. They got all our credit cards, all our bills. They know it all. We didn't put it out there to the world. We didn't put it out there to the darkness. But guess what? There's things they don't know. And this is why they struggled so hard to make sure they know everything about you. Why? Because they know y'all know all things. They know he know you. And they want to know you like he know you. We in trouble, Father. Yeah, we are in trouble. Oh, Father, yeah, we in so much trouble. We just don't know how much trouble we are in, Father. Yeah, we are in trouble. Because the world is trying to mimic my Father in every shape, form, and fashion. Yeah, 2024, no, they know more about us than we know about ourselves. And then he sitting here at this table telling me, the Father himself, it's just because they're trying to mimic me. I know all things about you. And they showing us that now we know everything about you, like the Father in heaven knows everything about us. This is something, y'all. Let me tell you what it said. It said, tell those people. This is how close the world has been trying to mimic the Most High Yah. This is how close the world have been trying to mimic the Most High Yah, to the point they didn't master our thoughts, our ways, our goings, our coming, our bills, our whereabouts. They know everything about us. And the Father said, the only reason why they did it is because they know the kingdom knew it all. And they were trying to mimic. They are trying to mimic. That's why I sit and I tell you all, stop running around here, shaking the dark side over the light. These men are not trying to mimic Yeshua. That's their number one thing. If they would mimic Yeshua's walk, everything they have ever taught you, they would tell you it's been a lie. But they never got behind. Do you know Yeshua came down here to show us how we can walk behind him to serve Yah? That's what he was doing. That's his whole. He came to shed the blood in the flesh because he wasn't dying. He wasn't dying. Oh, Father Yah. What? Oh, Father Yah. Oh, Father Yah. The Father said Yeshua didn't come down here to die. for the spirit. He came down here to die for the flesh, Deborah. Bag that thing up and bag it down. Tell them. And the only reason why I'm going to tell you this is because this is what I'm learning as I'm speaking to you. You all sitting up there looking at me like I'm stupid, and I am stupid. But let me tell you something. There's something so greater in me right now. This anointing that's on me right now can say something, probably can prophesy in your life, and it shall come to pass within minutes. That's just where this anointing is on me. He's speaking to me, and I'm trying to talk to you, but he's still yet speaking to me. Now, I shouldn't have said that, but I did, and it kind of threw me off. So what he's saying is, when Yeshua went to, when he came to die for the flesh. That's why the blood had to be shed. See, you remember that old song? It used to say, I knew it was the blood. I knew it was the blood. I knew it was the blood for me. One day when I was lost, he died upon the cross. I knew it was the blood for me. That's what you know, that blood come. And this is why he was in Gethsemane. Yeshua was in Gethsemane saying, take away this bitter cup. First and foremost, before he said, take away that bitter cup, he was getting angry at the disciples because they was falling asleep. You didn't know it. You didn't pick up on that one, did you? I know you wouldn't. He was getting angry with them because he told them to stay awake and watch. Wait a minute. What do you need their flesh to do that for? You the spirit. What do they need to watch out for? This is your hour, bro. What are you talking about? Hold up. Let me go back some. Wait a minute now, Yeshua. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm going to bring this to the surface here. You asked them to stay awake and keep waiting and watch. And each time he came back, he was disappointed because they had fell asleep. Like humans, like flesh. Why is Yeshua charging them to stay awake in their flesh when it's his hour, not theirs? Uh-oh, Deborah in trouble. I'm in trouble. Why are you wanting them to stay awake, Yeshua? Huh? That's why I tell you I ain't got no sense. That's why he teach me in the wilderness. He know I ain't got no sense. He got to take me a place where he can just be one-on-one with me. Because I'll be asking him all kind of questions. Well, why is Yeshua asking them flesh to stay awake? And what for what? Why? Because Yeshua's in that hour. That hour was up on him. That means he's in the flesh now. That's what it was about, y'all. Now one of y'all gripped that, did you? Now one of y'all knew that, did you? You see what I'm saying? Round by now, I can prophesy on your life, and I can guarantee you that it will come to pass. That's where I'm at. This is what when you call it, when you're full of the Ruach. Now here he is in Gethsemane. He wanted them to stay awake. For what? What are they watching out for? You the one got to go to the cross. Why you want them woke? You go to the cross. Why? Because he was in the flesh. Only thing y'all wanted Yeshua to do is to sacrifice the flesh for the sin of the flesh. Sacrifice the flesh for the sin of the flesh. So you know that song? I knew it was the blood. I knew it was the blood. So if it's the blood, how can it be the spirit? Spirit don't have no blood. For me, one day when I was lost, you died up on that cross. I knew it was the blood for me. Yes, it was. Because Yeshua came down for the flesh, the sins of the flesh. Why? So that grace and mercy can take its place. So grace and mercy can take its place. Once he died on that cross, but let's go there. Here he is in Gethsemane telling him to stay up. I'm saying, like, what? I'm just telling you, I'm just being stupid now. If I had to go to the wilderness right now, first thing I say, Father, wait a minute, I got a question. What, Deborah? What is it you want to ask? Well, why was Yeshua wanting them to be woke? See, y'all, this is the sort of stuff I asked when I was a little kid. All these years. This is the sort. I want to ask a question. Now, can I go right now to any bishop, any priest, any pastor, and ask them that question? Do you think they had an answer? So you see why this sister been going to the altar of the Most High Yah in the class, in the wilderness, to ask him? Because he's my teacher. He told me he would be. So I have every right to go to his altar because he's given me that privilege. I don't ask these people. I go to him. Wait a minute, hold up. That's why when I made that video, and at the end of the video, I said, I got to find out about these heathens. I want to know what's going on with these heathens. These heathens. I'm so tired of hearing about these heathens. That's going to be my next study. I did that on the video. When I woke up that next morning, I got my little Bible and went to the desk to do a study. He said, no, you ain't. Zam! He shot it straight to me. He said, now take that. That's your heathens. Woo! I'll pitch out now. He said, bam! With the quicken. Now that's your heathen. Made me have the fullness of the heathens. The fullness of what the heathen was consist of and what they were. See, that's how he rumbled. That's that true teacher, y'all. That's that teacher who is the word. That's how he rumbled. So here he's saying in Gethsemane, Yeshua, here Yeshua is over here telling his disciples, don't y'all stay awake now. Y'all stay awake until I come back. I'm going to go away and pray. Then he kept going back and forth. And I said, Father, y'all, if I was in the wilderness, y'all, I would say, Father, y'all, why he keep going away to pray? Why is he? And then he come back, he want them to watch. What are they watching for? That's how silly I am in the flesh. I ask the questions in the flesh to come up on Yah in the spirit. I ask them in the flesh just to push them up on the Most High Yah in the spirit. So you know what he does? He come right back and give me the answer. Now, how you like me now? You ask the questions you thought I couldn't answer because man can't answer it. You come to me because you think when you come to me, you're going to ask me questions because man can't answer. You're going to pull up on me and think I don't know it. How about that? Every time he show up and show out in me, I tell you the answer. Here it is. Bam. Now, how you like me now? I go back down out of class. When I leave class, oh, man, that was deep. Oh, yeah. You want to ask a question. You're going to come into this wilderness with all these questions. I got an answer for you. You know I'm going to have it. See, in another way, he said, you know man can't answer your questions. You know it. Because I told you more than 28 years ago, they ain't going to be able to answer your question. But I will be your teacher. I meant that. So I take my silly tail in the wilderness, and I ask the Father all these questions. But why Jesus, as they call, which is Yeshua, why did he keep going telling them to stay woke? How do y'all think that I knew that this wasn't the word? Because I was in the wilderness. Sister Deborah know that this is not the word. Know how? I am taught in the wilderness by the word. That's how I know that ain't the word. So here I am. I said, okay, now if I was in the wilderness, I would say in my class, I would say, now, why is it he's sending them, telling them to stay woke? He's in the flesh. That's the answer. You get to Gethsemane and he's down again praying. And he's saying, take away this bitter cup. Wait a minute, hold up, bro. Now, y'all, I don't mean no harm. But this is how silly Deborah is. I would be in the wilderness and say, what he's talking about? Why he's sitting here? Wait a minute, all the miracles and signs and wonders, and you can't take this away, bro? What's wrong with you? Ain't you the power? What's wrong with you? In there, that's sending me praying. In the prayer, take away this bitter cup. Not my will, but thy will. Hold up, bro. Who you talking to? Wait a minute, hold up. Who you think gonna take away the bitter cup? The bitter cup was the cycle, the cross, y'all. The nailing and so on. That's the bitter cup. See, that's the bitter part. Yeshua was in the flesh for sure. He knew what time it was. That's why he didn't suffer him to be in the pain, as many people think he was. He gave up the ghost quick, real quick, because his mission wasn't for him to get up on the cross and suffer. It was just to die. Die what? That flesh. Y'all always wanted us to understand it was about our flesh dying, y'all. It was about our flesh dying, y'all. Yeshua came and gone, and we still don't understand. It ain't never been about our spirit. It has always been about our flesh. He just come to die in the flesh, so we can understand that there's a greater one in the spirit that lives forever. Here today, we run around here so caught up in our flesh, we be bumping our heads all kind of way, trying to find the way. The way ain't never been lost. Some people be saying, do y'all remember that old song? It ain't an old one. He said, I'm so glad I found, they said Jesus in time. I'm so glad I found Jesus in time. If it had not been for something, it says, I'm so glad I found Jesus. No, I'm so glad I found Jesus in time. He ain't never been lost if you really knew what you was talking about. What's wrong with us? The reason why we don't have what it takes because we living out of the words and not the word. Because the word ain't never been lost. It's the one that suffered the words to be put forward until he come. So the words had the hope to wait on the word. The word had the sense of the words, had the sense enough to wait on the word. And we human beings won't wait on y'all. Come on now. The book got the sense to wait on the word. It says, Deborah, but I'm just coming to give them a study guide so they can tarry. Did he say you tarry? What do tarry mean? What did the disciples in all of those of the day of Pentecost do? They took their tails in the building and they sung and they waited and they waited and they waited. And when they waited, what came? That's which we still today don't understand. That's what came. Because we still waiting for the words. We still waiting for the mouth of men and women. We still waiting for another YouTube clip. Facebook, Instagram. Baby, let me tell y'all something. The word ain't never been lost. Where you at? In all the words. That's why you lost. That's why you lost. You in all the words in the world. Enoch and all these other lost books, you all up in the word to where you don't have the word. How about that? So what did Yeshua do? He's all up in Gethsemane. Now he's down on his knees, said, oh, take away this bitter cup. Well, wait a minute, hold up, bro. What you mean take away the bitter cup? Well, wait a minute, hold up, bro. I'm just telling y'all, when I'm in the wilderness in class, that's how I come before the Father. Why is he saying take away the bitter cup? What's wrong with him? Father, y'all, what's wrong with him? What's going on with him? What is he? What do you mean take away the bitter cup? And when did the cup become bitter? That's how stupid I am. I ask silly questions, but that Ruach, he'll pull up, I give it to you. Now, how you like me now? He's sitting up here. That's why I know what I know. Because I'm always pulling up in the wilderness with stupid questions. But the stupid question is a stupid question because it has a real answer. So how stupid do I look when I come down with the answer with my stupid questions? You see? So, well, here he is. He coming up. He's pulling up. He's in Gethsemane. Take away this bitter cup. Not my will, but thy will. Wait a minute. Too much is going on. He doing too much, Father. Y'all, he doing too much. He's doing too much. He's doing too much. That's how silly I am. I ain't got no sense. And I don't care. I don't care. Catch me on the other side. That's where you gonna get messed up. Because he's sitting here talking about take away this bitter cup. And I'm like said to the Father, I said, what's wrong with him? He got some problems? Why? Because I'm looking at this one that come with all these miracles and signs. Here he is. Father, he pulling up with your right hand. What are you doing with that? He got that right hand with him. Hold up. What do you mean? Take away this bitter cup. Move it with that right hand you got, bro. What do you mean take away this bitter cup? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Wait a minute. Hold up. Something going on. Then I began to realize, hey, Deborah, something is going on. Good catch. The word you find out where you in Yah is when you can say things and you can read out of the words and catch every word of it through the word. that lives in you. He makes sure you catch it. And I'm like saying, wait. He's in Gethsemane and he's saying, take away the word. Oh man, Yeshua is the son of Yah, born of the seed of a woman. So Yah is letting you know he's flesh. But Yah's son, his word and his power. He said, Deborah, but see, you know what the word and the power is. I said, yeah, it was in the beginning. When you spoke it, your power brought forth. He said, that's how I was able to allow you to know the difference. So here goes Yeshua coming in. He's down there praying, already disappointed because they couldn't stay up. Wait a minute, what you disappointed at them because they couldn't stay up? They flash. They sleep. That's normal. What you want them to stay up for? They ain't got no spirit. They ain't got no spirit or no rock in them. What you mean? So what's wrong with you? You stay up. You're the one got the mission. It's your hour. Stay up. You own the hour which heaven has assigned you. You stay up. What did he do? He said, shut up, Deborah. It was hard. It was hard. Oh, so it was. Yeah. Because see, now I'm in the flesh. I got to feel that nailed to the cross and hang up there. Now it's getting scary. It was okay at first. But I got to get up on that cross, Deborah. But guess what, Deborah? The key is, Deborah. Yeah, I know I told them to stay up. Because I'm getting shaky, Deborah. I'm getting shaky, Deborah. I'm getting shaky. I'm in this scene. And all of a sudden, my flesh said, take away this bitter cup. He said, Deborah, do you know what I was talking about? Yeah, I know what you was talking about. You was talking about death and pain. Yeshua was in Gethsemane and he was asking the Most High Yah that came down with him, which is the Son of Yah. He was saying unto him, take away this bitter cup. Wait a minute, hold up. Here goes silly. Here goes silly Deborah. What you mean, bro? Take away this silly. What do you mean this bitter cup? When did that cup become bitter? You've been here all these years and now the cup become bitter. Wait a minute, hold up. What do you mean take away? It's your hour. He said, tell him, Deborah. The hour was to the flesh. The flesh had to pay the price of the sin of the flesh. So I'm at Gethsemane. I know what's about to happen. The bitter cup was pain and sorrow. Because that's what's about to take place. And I was asking him to remove that. That's all I was asking him. If he could remove the pain of sorrow and the pain itself. I didn't have no problem dying on the cross, Deborah. But I knew it comes with a price, Deborah. And I was just saying to me, if you could just take away that bitter cup, I'd be all right. Who was you saying that to, Yeshua? Deborah, I was saying it to the word of Yah. Yah himself. For he is the word and the power. Only one could have moved the cup, Deborah, was the power of the Father. And I knew that when I went to Gethsemane. I knew that when I said it. That's why I said it to the one that I knew was present. Why couldn't I take away that bitter cup, Deborah? Why couldn't I move that situation out of the way? Because it was my Father's will I come here. This hour has been set by my Father. Only part that didn't care for Deborah was the bitter cup. Because that bitter cup was real, Deborah. You know that saying, everybody want to die, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. But that's what Yeshua was saying in Gethsemane. I don't mind coming back to the kingdom, but this bitter cup, y'all. This bitter cup, y'all. This bitter cup. But I tell you what, Father, not my will, but thy will be done. He was talking, y'all, in the flesh without the Son of Yah. But he was speaking unto the Son of Yah. This young Son of Yah standing there at all times, 100, from beginning to end, waiting till he gave up the ghost, signified it from the heavens. That's why the thunder and everything took place. Signified it. Yah brought him sleep down, brought death on him with the blink of an eye. That's that bitter cup he was talking about, child. He ain't calling his mission bitter. He didn't say he didn't want to die for y'all. That's not what he was saying. He wasn't saying I didn't want to die, y'all. He wasn't asking the Father to take away the mission. He was just saying, take away the bitter cup of the mission of what I'm about to go through. How would you feel if they come to take you right now and kill you, to take your life, nail you to something? It's messing with your mind. Death itself is something that grip you and won't let that flesh go. A doctor can say you sick and you already, your whole flesh is getting KY. That's why people take all the medication that they take, because they trying to outbeat what he was trying to beat, was the sorrow and the bitterness of the pain and the sorrow to go up on that last hour, that last tip of that hour. So he wasn't saying that, oh, take away this bitter cup, because see, it was the will of the Father that was ordained for him to go that hour. So he wasn't telling the Father to take away the hour. He was talking about the bitter part of it. Do that make any sense? Give me a thumbs up that you understand that. He was only wanting him to take away the bitter part, just like you would if someone come to take you away, to kill you. Now listen to what I'm saying. Not take you to the hospital, not take you to over there to the mental ward, but not take you over here and not take you over there, but to kill you. You have the same state of mind in your flesh. 100. With the ruach in you, you'll still be free. So Yeshua was just saying that the bitter part of that cup, he was asking him to remove the bitter part, not the mission itself. Why? Because he was in the flesh. He wasn't in the spirit, meaning the Son of Yah wasn't in him to uphold that. Because if the Son of Yah was in him, he wouldn't have went to the disciples and tell them to stay awake. See, he was telling him to stay awake because he was afraid that bitter cup was present before him. You get what I'm saying? So if you understood that or understand that, give me a thumbs up so I know that all that explaining, it makes sense. And in life, start making people liable and making it make sense. Making it make sense. Okay? But what happened is, so when he got up on the cross, this is another way you know he was in the flesh, because he began to say, Abba, 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 why have thou forsaken me? That's that same bitter cup he was talking about. And he felt forsaken because he's really feeling it. What do Sister Deborah tell y'all? For me to understand Deuteronomy 28, I got to feel that thing. Will it hurt? Sure it do. I tell y'all that. To see, truth comes to set you free. Once you get that truth, you good. But you first got to get it and be set free from the lies, the deception. So that part becomes bitter, because now you're trying to reach being set free. And right now, your mental state of mind, which is your flesh, got you in bondage. So when Sister Deborah sitting, she teaches y'all to salute that Deuteronomy 28, salute that bad boy. Say, Father, let your will, salute his will in any shape, form, or fashion. If they come up and tell you that your son is passing away, salute that thing. Salute it in a way that, Father, not my will, but your will. Because the pain and the heartache and the suffering is heavy, but I salute your will, not my will. Let it be done. This way that you're saying to the Father, it's your will. Let your will be done. And that's something we fail to do as Judah and Israel. We never, ever, ever recognize that all will is his. Even to today, we think it's us. Oh, we got choices. We got this. You ain't got nothing in you, nothing but your living. So make a choice to use the bathroom. How about that? That's the choice you have. Okay. So when he got on the cross, he was still in that bitter cup sense. That's what he was mentioned. That's what he mean when he said take away the bitter cup, the part of having to take that part. Because I was all in them questions. Wait a minute, what he talking about? Don't he got the power, Father? Didn't you give him the power? But Deborah, the power is standing there with him. Oh, that's why. I was wondering, Father, why is he hooping and hollering, talking about take away this bitter cup? He said, because the power was no longer in him. It was with him, but not in him. Because the Father explained to me for him to go. Now listen to this, y'all. Pay attention to this. For Yeshua to go to the cross and die for our flesh sins. Yeshua went to the cross to die for our flesh sins. Why would you say that, Deborah? Because the moment he died, it took away everybody's sin. Within seconds, everybody's sins were back because people were still sinning. So now you see, it did not do anything for the flesh and the sin. It just came to die for all of our sin. So when Yeshua stand before Yah, he's standing for all of our sins in the flesh. But the spirit has already been predestined. So those that are born of the spirit, when we stand before the judgment, okay, Yeshua already paid the price for our sin. You get it? That's what it was about. He has already paid the price for our sin in the flesh. And for him to pay the price for our sin in the flesh, this is why y'all try to tell you all, you are not blameless. He gonna hold you blameless. Go into the Bible, key up blameless. And you'll see Yah saying, and Yah say, and Yah say that I shall hold you blameless. Why? Because the purpose of Yeshua dying was to die for all mankind in the flesh. Okay? That means now our sins that we have in the flesh, our spirit is not going to be liable for it. Okay? That's all man. He died for all of our sins. So the sins in our flesh will not be held accountable. But what happened? Heavens got our spirit. See, they didn't know that he only died for the sin of the flesh. But heaven already divided the sin of the spirit in the kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So where all that individual contend to sin, who Yeshua had already died for their sin of the natural, and if they are mission in the spirit, and they are born of the spirit, they are the seed of the spirit. When they stand before Yah, he said, I'm gonna hold you blameless because I have you in the Lamb book of life, plus your sins were erased by Yeshua to cause you to not be blameless for anything. For what? What am I gonna blame you for? What am I gonna blame you for? He paid the price in the flesh for your sin. He paid the price. I paid your price in the kingdom by putting you in the Lamb book of life. What are you coming up here thinking that I'm going to do now? I ain't going to hold you blameless. That's why you got to be able to tune in with the lesson at 4 p.m. Central Time this evening so you can see where it all leads up to even what I'm talking about now. I don't want to get deep into it now because I think the message this evening is going to connect with the message of yesterday, but it's going to bring the light in its fullness as a glow. And this way, the Father also said, let me give you these words from out of the water, that it also is where we at today. It's time for you to be understanding liberty. Man come to put you in bondage. Y'all said, I told y'all on earth, I have set you to liberty. You have been set free, even though you are in captivity to the flesh. You have been set free in the spirit. Which one has the power? How about that? Can somebody tell me? Who knows in the live chat? Who has the power? Is it he that sets you free in the flesh, or he that sets you free in the spirit? No, not he that sets you free. He that holds you in captivity in the flesh, or he that sets you free in the spirit? Who holds the power? Come on now. You think being in this captivity land is saying that they hold your life. No, it still goes back to he that have set you to liberty while you in captivity. Who can do that? Who can set you to liberty while the world holds you in captivity? Who can do that? Somebody better wake up this morning. Or is it still morning? I don't know. No, it's noon. Time to wake up. They talking about that. See, what did I tell you? They say they woke. They say they awakened. So when I used to say all they have awakened to is stupidity, you see how powerful what I have always been saying has always been truth. Now, so Yeshua whole deal was to die in the flesh. The Son of Man could not die in the flesh because he can't die. I know y'all don't know nothing about that. The word and the power can't die. So he had to come out of Yeshua and let Yeshua complete the mission in the flesh. But he was there. He gave up the ghost instant. They took him down and they put him in the tombstone or whatever. I don't care where they put him. The Son of Man, not the Son of Yah, pulled up, went in the tomb. Death said, okay, 3 days according to the will of the Father. We're going to get up. We're going to get up and get out. How about that? 3 days came. The Son of Yah pulled up. Not pulled up. He was in there with him. He went back into him after the completion of the hour in which was assigned to him. And that was for that flesh. That the flesh. Let me say that again. That the flesh and only the flesh died on the cross. It was not the spirit. It was not the Son of Yah. Try killing the word in Yah and see how this world end up. Just even think you're going to kill the word in Yah. Satan got more sense than y'all do. He always did. He always had sense. He had sense enough to know he obeyed the will. Y'all have lost your way. Satan said, what do you want me to do? I won't chain you down for 1,000 years. I'm going to send one of mine to chain you up and muzzle your mouth and seal you for 1,000 years. When you come up, I got a mission for you to do. I want you to do something. Satan said, okay. He get down there and be chained for 1,000 years. Then Yah send another angel down to unchain him after the 1,000 years. He go back to the throne of the Father. Now, what you still want me to do? What you told me you want me to do? He said, yeah, I want you to go into Magog now and get all the army of the world, bring them to the battlefield. I got something for it. I got a little treat for it. Okay, yes, I go. The devil goes to Magog now. He begins to, wait a minute, hold up. Tell him, devil, tell him. This is what he said. Tell him that when Satan was released 1,000 years, he didn't come to Mount Zion. Father, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. The Father said, tell him, devil, tell him. Father, yeah. He said, when he sent him down to unchain Satan, right, after he had been chained up for 1,000 years, he said, Deborah, I'm unchaining Satan for 1,000. After he'd been down there for 1,000 years, you know he ready for trouble, right? He come to the throne and I tell him, okay, get with the wheel. He said, okay. He said, now what is it I need to do? He said, go to Magog. Go bring them all. Don't leave none of them. Bring them all to the battlefield. The battlefield of who? Of Yah. Satan said, okay. And then the Father just said to me, but Deborah, tell those people you talking to, you know that Satan didn't come to Mount Zion. Who's up in Mount Zion? Israel. In his holy name. Satan knew exactly where to go. He went straight to where Yah sent him to. See, y'all, that's how I know the Most High Yah, through his word, not through this book. Satan went straight to them, convinced them to come to the battlefield. Magog and them wasn't going to come to the battlefield. But he said, wait a minute, Deborah, when I release Satan, he come to deceive the whole world, Deborah. I said, Father, wait a minute. Satan come to deceive the whole world, huh? He said, yeah. See, when I release him, he been down for 1,000 years. He ready. He ready to go back into the world and deceive it. But the mission was he just going to come back to deceive the whole world that has detached himself to Mega. I told him to tell them, come to the battlefield. And y'all run around here thinking these people gonna fight my y'all. You a fool, you's a fool, and you's a stupid fool. These men and women got y'all believing this is a really war between y'all and man. You crazies, I don't know what. Even Satan know how to salute the will of the Father. Y'all running y'all tails around here feeling you need a ruler. Only ruler you need is the Ruach HaKodesh. How about that? How about that? How you like me now? So here he go. What did he do? He pull up. Said, Father, Most High, what do you want me to do? You had me chained up for 1,000 years. I'm ready to do whatever you tell me. He said, now you go to Magog. They got the whole world with them. Tell them to come to the battlefield. And the Father just told me, he said, Deborah, you notice when Satan would lose, he didn't come nowhere near Mount Zion. Mount Zion. I didn't even pay no attention to that. And I thought about that. I said, oh, let me tell you why I'm telling y'all that. Because when I was young, I said, oh, shoot. When he released him after them thousands of years, he gonna wanna throw down. He gonna wanna fight. He gonna wanna cut up on these people up in Mount Zion. And the Father just told me, he said, no, Deborah, you notice they didn't come to the back. He didn't come to, Satan didn't come to Mount Zion. Satan said, you think I'm crazy? I know that's the holy heaven. That's what Satan said. That's the holy heaven here on earth. You think I'm crazy because they don't know? I know. Where you want me to go? Go to Magog? See, you're talking to the same one that deceived the whole world. Now he's getting an opportunity to come, to be released and go into the world and deceive them. He can't come up against Israel and Judah. No longer. They're on holy ground. That's why this message at 4 p.m. Central Time is going to enlighten you in a way that you ain't never been enlightened. You think you heard something now, you ain't heard nothing till I pull up with that. Because that's how he did me. But all that I'm giving you all, guess what? It was a quickening through him. It was like a flash. And I was like, I was feeling too good. I couldn't believe he had opened up the whole revelation in me. And it felt so good. So Satan going to convince them to come to the battlefield. And what he's going to do, he's just going to bring from the real heaven fire and kill them all of them, like all. Yes. Satan gonna say, now what? Come on, it's your time in the lake of fire. Oh, okay, then here I come. You gonna go follow the will of the Father and go straight into the lake of hell. Satan ain't following. Why is it Satan ain't fighting y'all? Because y'all stupid. Y'all the one fighting him. Fighting him for what? You can't win? But then you don't care. That's Israel and Judah, y'all. That's how terrible Israel and Judah is. We ain't talking about nobody else. I was just so confused about one people. No, maybe about Israel and Judah too, but who's these heathens? But I see. To this evening, y'all gonna learn that y'all been wrong all this time, and y'all need to repent to the Most High y'all out of y'all stupidity that you didn't know the truth. He know that you didn't know it, but it ain't nothing wrong with letting him know you know something now. You can feel his light trying to glow in you, and let him have his way in you. Let him shine you. Let him give you spirit and truth. Let him take you from here. He said, I bring them out in liberty, Deborah. And I told him I have set them free. He said, I have pardoned them and I have set them free. Even though they're in captivity, I've set them free to where you're not in captivity to truly man. Because I have set you free from the inside out. So if I'm going to be greater than you, I'm going to be greater in you than he is in the world. Well, what world got you in captivity? Can somebody tell me in the live chat? Who got you in captivity? If greater is he that is in you than he that is in the whole world, tell me who got you in captivity. See, you never figured that out, did you? You never would have thought that, would you? See that? Who would have put you in captivity? If greater is he that is in thee than he that's in the world, who got you in captivity? That's what I'm saying. You got to be free. And that's the way he wants you to see. And that's when all your deliverance come. Y'all didn't know that either. It's when you salute the fact that you have truly set me free. You have set liberty upon me. I am free to where you don't have to listen to Sister Deborah. You don't have to listen to the priests, the pastors, the bishops, and none of them. And you know how he's going to straighten that up, y'all? We're going to talk about that this evening. I ain't going to even, you're going to hear y'all tell you where he's going to redeem you from listening to all these mouths. Oh, he going to, and that's his, and I said, now, why would he say that? Told you, I'm silly. Why would you, Father, why would you say that? Deborah, everybody been ruling these people. All these thousands of years, Deborah. They have allowed all this flesh to rule them to the point where they think this Bible is me. They done ruled them up out of me or even looking for me. These people don't know my power, Deborah. They don't know my right hand. They don't know my stretched out arm, Deborah. They don't know nothing about me. They don't know who Christ was. They don't know who my beloved is. They don't know my order in which I called it out in Genesis 1 and 2. They don't know nothing. Why is that, Deborah? Because they believe the words over the word. They didn't let me come to get it straight because it was crooked. Did he say at the time it come where that which is crooked cannot be made straight? You all did not understand, everybody, especially the Roman Catholic, who is the power of Satan, that Satan has turned over on this earth to be his head dogs. And they use the Christians as their shields. Everybody hid behind the Christians. Everybody. Everybody's religion hid behind the Christians until they found their own group of people they wanted to follow. But they started off under that Christians like everybody else. Even if they Muslim, they still tamper with some of what the Christians do and how they believe. That's why the Roman Catholic used the shield of the Christians to hide behind. And people run around here and say, they killing Christians. Yes, Catholics is it. Ooh, I forgot they're going to shut me off. But let me tell you, Catholic has used the Christians as shields to get away with their dirty work. And that's where they at now. But I will say this here. He said, and let me get through these here because this is important, because this is what he gave me in the water. Okay, so when he said, free. He said, when you are free yourself from man, know now, walk in liberty in which Yah has set you free. And that means that you don't answer to flesh and blood. You answer to Yah, who has set you to liberty. This is the reason why he said, seek me first. I would have gave it to y'all right. That's all I said to y'all. I said, seek ye the kingdom first. Because I know if you seek man first, you seek the Christians, you seek the Catholics, you seek the Muslims, you seek all of them first, you ain't gonna never find me. But you seek me first, then you're going to find me. And no matter where you go, if you decide to go into Muslim, you're going to know me. If you decide to go into Christians, you're going to know me. If you decide to go into Buddha, you're going to know me. Why? Because you seek me first and I'm first in you. Now, nothing on the outside you can override what's greater in you. How about that? How about that? How about that? That's the part of why he said seek him first. A lot of people today, 99.9, don't know that. That's the reason. It wasn't because he was all wanted you to be on no pedestals. He figured if you seek me first, I'm going to give you spirit and truth. I'm going to give you righteous. And no matter where you go, you can go to Muslim, you're going to return back to righteous. You can go to Buddha, you're going to turn back to righteous. You can go to Hebrew Israelite, you're going to turn back to righteous. See, what y'all didn't know, it was not about the religion and the denomination and the nations and the tribes and the people. It was always about righteous. Israel never upheld righteous. Judah never held up righteous. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob did. And that's what Judah did. Judah and Israel have been liars. They never upheld righteous, y'all. They never upheld just. And they never were upright people. And that's what he's going to share with you this evening. And then you're going to see the way he thinks about Israel and Judah. Outside of all these years, you all been under the Hebrew Israelite movement. You're going to find out tonight why he has no detachment to them, none whatsoever. outside of showing his power in them so that the world may fear him again. Because right now, there's no fear, he said. He said, when Deborah, that's why y'all run around here and said, that's what's wrong with everybody. There's no fear of y'all. That's what's wrong with them. We gave them the world. We, as the people, gave the world nothing to fear because we didn't fear the Creator himself. We were the one that was supposed to fear him. We got in this land to take our mission in our 400 years, and we showed no fear of the God in which we believed in. So we showed the world that we don't fear him, and he showed the world I turned my back from them. They sick people. He knew we were. He knew we was like that from the beginning. He knew it. He knew it. We just didn't own that thing. And that's the difference between Sister Deborah and many people. I salute that bad boy. We is ugly. We some ugly stiff-necked rebellion and disobedience. I salute it all. Because I hear this old silly prophet. She's a prophetess. She is so silly. Y'all ain't never lied. Y'all ain't never lied. And every time I used to hear her say that, I said, but you lied 24. You right, he don't never lie, but you lie 24. She used that as a defense. Her name is Carrie Ann. I think that's her name. But she used that as a defense. When she say something, she say, y'all ain't never lied. Y'all ain't never lied. You ain't y'all. And you lie. So don't put yourself in a line as if you are y'all. And then say, y'all ain't never lied. He sure ain't. But you do. So he wanted you to know that either you're going to take on your freedom and your liberty that he has set you in. And when you can salute your liberty and your freedom, you will understand that, wait a minute, even though we are in a curse, we yet free. He's letting you know why. How I'm going to be in you and you in captivity. So that make me in captivity. Does that make sense, y'all? None of y'all would ever think of that, would you? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I just said. How can greater is he that is in thee be in you? You know how everybody say, I got the Ruach. I got the Holy Spirit. I got Yah in me. I got spirit and truth. I got the light. So can we have that and be in captivity? Yah is wanting you to know, impossible. Nobody put me in captivity. Nobody puts me in captivity. And let me wrap that up. You see, death didn't hold the Son of Man because my word and my power raised him up, as I said, the Son of Yah. See, that's why nobody put nothing to death when I'm greater in them than he that is in the world. That's how Yeshua's body, that flesh, rose up. The Son of Man, the Son of Yah poured up in him. 3 days, brought him right back up. Wait a minute, what's the problem? Where's the problem? Huh. What did he say? Here Yeshua come up. Hey, what's the problem? You got a problem? You got a problem? Who got a problem with it? What's the problem? Kill me now. Don't touch me. Don't touch me right now. Who got a problem with me? Huh. Come on here. Oh, you thought I was going to be in the grave, huh? See, they didn't understand the word and the power that was in him that raised him up. See, that's how mixed up all these denominations is and were and it's going to be. Why? Because they took on this word over Yah. These words over Yah. And he is the word. That's why they don't have the understanding right. But I will say this. He said liberty and freedom. How can the liberty in which he said he has set you to liberty and freedom while you in your land of captives, he's letting you know I'm in you. How dare you think that I'm in captivity because you in captivity? No, you bent up and you bent down. Just because you in captivity don't mean nothing. Tell them again, Deborah. Deborah, tell them again. Yeshua was in the grave, but did he get up? How about that? How about that, said the Most High Yah? How about that? Yeshua was in the grave, dead, but did he get up? Well, that's what the Father wants you to know. Just because you're in captivity due to a curse, you are still set free. I have set you to liberty. When I come to abide in you, you are free indeed. Wake up, people. Stop following this flesh of these men and women. Follow the voice of the Most High Yah in you, because that's where he teach you. A place where man can't say, no, you can't be. You ain't this. You ain't this. Your hair ain't right. Your eyes ain't right. Your makeup on. Or this man ain't got his fringes on. His head ain't tied. Oh, he got a beard. Oh, he shaved. They talk about all that stuff. But all that stuff is to the what? The flesh. This is how tied into stuff flesh is. They so tied into the flesh, they can't see the spirit. They don't understand all the things that they're measuring about women and women measuring about men and about the children that's going on. All of that is in the flesh. It's supposed to be chaotic. But the understanding rests in the spirit of it all. And because we refuse to get the understanding, because we're holding so dear to this, as if it is the word, and it's not. It is the words that has hope in the word of Yah. Okay? So I wanted to say that one there. Oh, he says Satan. Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one. He told me. This is another one in the water. He says Satan has introduced us to a lot of darkness when we were young. And he did that because he tried to destroy us. Okay, when we were young. We did so many things when we were young because that's when we were a youth. We didn't know the light. We weren't in any righteous standards of understanding or putting Yah first. So Satan was just having his time introducing us to a lot of darkness in our lives. And he said that he did that when we were young. Okay. And as we were young, there is a lot of darkness. Even in Sister Deborah, the things that I done when I was young, I look back at it and I even think of it as where I'm at in life. And I always did. And I see that it was always a trap that Satan wanted to bind us in to keep us from keep moving on in our free liberty that we have right now. You see what I'm saying? And he did that intentionally so that he can mess up our lives in one stage of our life, which was the beginning, so we will never have or come out running and winning the race. Praise the mighty Yah. If Satan knew what he know now, he would never have tampered with Sister Deborah. He wouldn't have wasted his time. Satan would say, I wouldn't have wasted my time on her had I known who she was going to be today. Praise to Yah. He said, I wouldn't have tampered with her had I knew who she would be today. I wouldn't have wasted my time because I didn't have just like I waste my time with Job. I waste my time with Job. I should have known. Even if he used his right hand, that I wasn't going to be able to do nothing. Yeah, that shows you how dumb he is, because he don't know. Heaven's got everything orchestrated from the beginning to the end. That's how dumb he is. Okay, so the Father says Satan has put so much in our lives, and it comes to be the hammer. It comes to be something that's constantly keep piercing us and hammering us. When we need to know this liberty and this freedom, the only way we're going to know the limit of the freedom and the freedom and the liberty that Yah has set us in, because he come to abide in us, is when we're able to let yesterday go to ride with Yah today. Okay, so he said Satan did that intentionally, and he had allowed, just like he allowed him to do it with Job. He couldn't get further. He said, what you got to understand, that mission with Job was to give you some type of feedback. No matter what I let Satan do to you, you're going to come on top because you belong to me. Get that, grip that, receive that, embrace it, and give Yah all the praise and all the glory and the honor. Okay? Because he's actually telling you that I let Satan do all that to Job too. Come on. I allowed him to do it to you. It ain't nothing Satan done to you that I didn't know. It ain't nothing Satan has done to you in your life that I didn't know. I stood back and watched it. Want me to tell you when? Before the foundation of the world did I see it. Now, how you like me now? But don't let that in any shape, form, and fashion tell you that was the beginning and the end of your life, because it wasn't. The end is going to be greater than the beginning. You see? So do not get trapped in a life that had don't, because it interferes with your purpose, your calling, your mission, your duty before the Most High Yah, because all of that has to fall out. It has to be done away with. And if it hasn't, it's because you don't know what Sister Deborah is saying today. It comes to do what? To set you free, because you are what? He said, free indeed. You free and don't know it. You got liberty and don't know it. Okay? So, another thing must be given. Must you cry? Example of Yeshua giving it. Okay, yeah. Now he has put in the right perspective. Okay. Amen. Lead out of fear of Yah, not out of rule. He says, this is something that the Father says. People who Yah has placed in a position to lead, Yah wants you to understand. Listen to what Sister Deborah said. Yah said to me in the water, Deborah, anybody, any man that leads, that I have called to lead, is a man that lead out of the fear of Yah. That's powerful. Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee! Let me drink some cold coffee on that one. Ooh-wee! A man that leads, he leads out of the fear of Yah. He fears Yah so much, he leads so right. He fears Yah so much, he lead upright. He fears Yah so much, he is so just. He fears Yah so much, he is so upright. Out of fear does a man lead, because he fears the Most High Yah. He that don't play. Why is it a man is fearing? Anybody in the live chat, why would a man fear Yah in that capacity of his leadership? Why? Because that fear gives him power, authority. That fear gives him connection with he that knows all things. That fear teaches him how to see when many that he lead are blind. That fear teaches him how to speak to many people that is what? Blind. Don't know. Can't see. A man leads out of the fear of Yah. He fears Yah so much that he stands in the gap of righteousness. And he says, not out of ruling the minds. And what you see today, the Father wanted me to expound on that. What you see today is men and women using the platform to do it. They're ruling and leading Yah from these platforms, all of them. He wants you to understand what they are doing. They are leading out of ruling your mind. That's their leadership, Yah. We got women on this devil platform leads based on trying to rule. Because Satan, that's what he wanted. When you understand if you knock on the Father's door, you say, wait a minute, didn't he say knock? Knock, and the door will be open. Didn't he say seek, and y'all shall find? You know why? Devil knocking. Knock, so that the door may be open. The door being open mean what? To spiritual understanding, spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom. Did he pull up and say, knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you shall find. What is he saying? Seeking wisdom in the spirit, knowledge in the spirit, understanding in the spirit. That's the only reason you should be at his door. You ain't got no business at y'all's door knocking, seeking, unless you're seeking for that which is spirit and spirit only. What we do, people that are ruling on all these platforms, males and females, but mainly males, they're ruling with a long reach. They're ruling your mind. They're ruling your flesh. They're ruling your wisdom. They're ruling your knowledge. They're ruling your understanding. When y'all said, knock at the door, you're knocking for what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the spirit. But we don't want to knock. No, I'm not going to knock on this door. I'm not going to knock on that door. I'm not going to seek to find. I want he that rules on the earth. He said they have not because they what? They ask not. Because they never knocked at the door, Deborah. They never seek me. They were so busy seeking the words out of the mouth of these men and women that they didn't have the understanding of what knock means. What seek and you shall find me, Deborah. They didn't know they would find me. They didn't know if they knock, I will surely open the door fast for them. They didn't know if they seek, I will come and I would abide in them and give them what they seek for. But instead, they wanted man. They wanted the one that comes to rule the mind, and not he to come to conquer the spirit. We serve him in spirit. He said, you don't want that. You want he that rules the mind of man, not he that rules the spirit. You got to give up the one that reads the rule your mind for he that rules the spirit. Because whether he rules your mind or not, he got you. Either way it go. How you like him now? Okay. So I like that. I really like that because he said man lead out of the fear of Yah. And what anybody knows what the fear of Yah is. It's one of the four brands: righteous, belief, faith, and fear. Those are brands that Yah brand those who come down here in the spirit. He brands you with it. A man that leads out of that type of fear, he's going to end up leading you in righteous, belief, and faith out of the fear of Yah. Because that's one of the brands. You get what I'm saying? See, so this is another reason why people don't get it and won't get it and ain't going to get it. Okay? So I wanted to share that with you all, those things. So he was saying, being set free, you have to free yourself in your fleshly mind and understand that he is freedom. He is free. Y'all want you to know, don't think that he gonna come be in you when you didn't never let him in to be the greater than what's in the world. Don't think that these platforms is your friend. These platforms, these people on these platforms is your friend, because he that owns these platforms is Satan himself. He's the serpent. They haven't even gripped that. The Hebrew Israelites, the Christians, all of them haven't even gripped it. That's why the snakes can come in and snap at your heel real quick. Didn't he snap at mine? He had it cut off. He thought he had my heel. He didn't have my heel. Y'all brought me glory those 7 days. How about that? How you like him now? He brought me glory. He showed up and showed out. So what Satan meant for bad, y'all said, we're going to do something with this, girl. Come on here. Come on, we finna rumble. You know I like that. Where you at? Come on with it, Father. Y'all, I'm ready. You got to know him like that, because that's how he is. He got some humor, y'all. He really do. I don't care how silly Deborah act. The Father, y'all got some humor. Okay. So I think that'll be it, you guys. I think I took on that too long. I wasn't planning on taking that too long, because he only gave me, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He only gave me 8. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Yeah, he only gave me 8. I don't know what Sister Deborah. Okay, I know why I took. Do y'all wait? No. Hold up. Oh, no. Y'all. I knew it was something. I knew he had. Oh man, it's too late. I got to be on here at 4 p.m. Central Time. Let me do this last one. Oh, Father, y'all, I'm sorry because I end up. He said, truth is not called out of people bad. It shows bad that light can come out of itself. Oh, okay, I got it. The Father say truth is never coming out of people that is bad. No, truth come not out of people that's bad. Let's paint that picture right quick. And this is gonna be my last one. Truth is not come out of people that's bad. Like when you say bad people that's doing all this crazy stuff and all kind of bad things, truth is not come out of bad. It shows bad that light can come out of itself. Ooh, I don't know how to break that down. Truth is not come out of bad. Okay, I get it. You can't make bad people truth. Truth don't come out of bad people. Bad people come into truth. That's what I think he said. Truth is not called out of bad people. It shows bad that light can come out of itself. Wow. I can't break that down, but that's what he gave. I'm trying to feel it like he gave it to me. And let me see. Truth is not called. I know I wrote it, but I might have. Truth is not called out of bad people. It shows bad that light can come out of itself. Okay, I get it now. So, truth does not come, and nor is it called out of bad people. Truth is not called out or come out of bad people, but shows bad. It shows, truth shows bad that light comes out of itself. Meaning truth is light and light is truth. They come hand in hand, helping each other. So when people are bad and bad people, truth ain't coming from bad people. Only light comes out to show truth in people, to show people truth. So truth and light is working together to show bad who they are in themselves, within themselves. Meaning a bad person ain't gonna pull up thinking they all truth or they have the light. They're bad. Only one gonna stick together itself is light gonna support truth and truth is gonna support light. Bad people can't pull up, but truth and light can pull up in them. That's beautiful. That's the hope that they can look forward to Yah, which is truth, and he is the awesome light. But bad today is don't care about truth nor light. That's where it's been placed today. And it is the will of the Father. But truth is not called out of bad people. And it shows, the truth shows the light in bad people. That's what the truth do. It shows up light in bad people. Because the light represents the truth and the truth represents the light. So bad people the light would show up in them because truth rests in them. So the light will show up the truth that is embedded in them, and they are out here clowning because light and truth work together. They're trying to convince you that something is invested in you, but you're willing to just stand in darkness and play around. So I like that because that still gives people the hope. A man that built a bridge yelling. Okay, I'm finished with that. And the father says, always, oh, okay, that was the bridge. That was the bridge. But yeah, that was the last one. So I, Sister Deborah, will say to you all, I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And China will again assist us today in the reading. And we got so much to fulfill. But let me tell y'all something. This, what I'm talking about here, cannot, it's all work one in Yah. But there's some weight that's going to be spoken today. Some real power punching, some real heavy weight. And it's going to reveal to you all at 4 p.m. It's going to reveal to you all that we've been living a lie. And it's where you can take it from here on. I say unto you all, it's time to take the baton and run. Don't stay in the race of man. Take the baton and run the spiritual journey. Know that when we're done today at 4 p.m. Central Time, it's going to bring more light than it has ever in your life. It's going to, honestly, if you read, if you go over that video yesterday and then you go connect today, this evening, it'll blow your mind. You'll say, now, I did not know all that. You mean all that stuff she was saying is right here. Only one can bring that light is the Ruach. He is the true teacher. I can't bring it. He can. That's why he can talk to. Let me show you how powerful he is. I'm sitting here talking to you. He talking to me while I'm talking to you. And you all don't even know it. Y'all can't even see it. Y'all can't even discern it. I can. I can feel it. When I'm saying something, I keep hearing this in me saying, Deborah, this. And I'm like, okay. And giving me all ways of breaking it down to you all. Only one can do that is he that knows all things. Not me. I told you I ain't got no sense. But he that has all sense, I lean to him because I know I ain't got no sense. You see? So I say unto you at 4 p.m. Central Time, we will be back, China and I. And she's a real quiet type of person. I don't even think China's probably 23, 24. She's a real quiet type of individual. And okay, just like Quiet Storm. She just like y'all. How did they put them together? Ooh. I forgot to say something. Guess what he gave me this morning while I was in the water? No, before I got in the water and when I was in the water. Just like all these notes he gave me a lot of other notes. Guess for who? Quiet Storm. He told me something I didn't know. I said, it's time to get up. I'm going to get up. That's what I said this morning. When I woke up and he said that to me, I said, oh, shoot, it's time for me to get up. I was planning on sleeping in, and I ain't finna sleep in. Not on that. Not after you told me that. That's why I ran in here and started washing dishes. Because what y'all said to me about Quiet Storm, let me tell you what he said. He said, you named them boys your son. They are men now. He said, as children, you named them very powerful names. A lot of people don't know what comes behind their name. A lot of people think it's just them. Oh, I named them that. Or grandma named them, or auntie and aunt. Y'all, I never got involved in that. I never got involved in, oh, I'm going to name my son this Bible or this scripture here. No. Or I want my son to be in this. No. That's not me. That's not how I run. So he told me when I woke up, I laid in the bed and he said, Deborah, you know those boys when they were children and now they're men. You called them, one you called Jonah and you called the other one Joseph. He said, have you ever gave it any thought of Jonah in the well and Joseph in the Bible? You know what, y'all? I sat there in that bed, couldn't believe he said that. I could not believe y'all said that to me. And I sat there. And when he said something after that, I jumped out of the bed. I went to hear him wash dishes. I was trying to get, I just couldn't even handle it because he wouldn't get off, y'all. He was riding me down. He was riding me. He was riding me to the point where I said, I'm getting ready to watch this. I'm going to get ready for this evening message. And that's how I end up coming live. But the first thing he gave me before he gave me all this here, he gave me about Joseph. He said, let your son Joseph understand, because I'm supposed to have a meeting with Quiet Storm. I'm having a meeting with Quiet Storm to let him know if anything ever happened to me, this is where and what he's to do. And he is to take full control and make sure this. But that wasn't the reason why y'all wanted me last week to have a meeting with Quiet Storm. I kept shaking it and saying to the Father, oh, well, whatever. I might have him come in. And he told me every 7 days, I need you every day to speak to Joseph. I got to reveal to Joseph. I got to introduce Joseph to Joseph. That's what he told me this morning. That's why I got out of bed. But for the 7 days, every day, he said, don't forget to have the meeting with Joseph. So I called Joseph 4 days ago and told him we got to have a meeting. So when his fiance came over yesterday, he thought it was time for me and him to have that meeting. I said, no, baby. Me and China doing something regarding the lesson. He said, oh, I thought we was going to have that meeting you was talking about. I said, no, you and I got to have that meeting. We're going to set up with each other. And we're going to make a day, a time. I got to reveal some things to you. Because the Father been telling me all week, have a meeting with Joseph. So today, when I was in the bed, open my eyes, here goes Joseph. He wants me to introduce Quiet Storm, which name is Joseph, to Joseph. He said, Quiet Storm battle in life with who he is. He can't really understand who he is. He can't balance it because he's saying too much. Yah is saying so much to him. He don't know how to put it in the proper perspective order. That's why he's Quiet Storm. Anybody that can go throughout life without opening his mouth. I'm the main person. And I realize you all never did. And I wish that y'all would have listened to that video where it's the living room and it's a video explaining who Sister Deborah is. It's a European man telling you who God's chosen people really are. Nobody on the face of the earth can break it down as well as that white man did. I'm not gonna say white, European man said, and I had to put it before you so you can meditate on it because you too could be that same person. So when he gave it, Hebrew, when he put it up, I snatched it and put it on my phone, redone it and put it on a video. It's a video I uploaded yesterday, the first one, where it's a living room and then it's explaining it. You must try to meditate on that video. Sit down in a quiet space or put an earbud or headphones on and just listen to every word he said. It'll blow your mind because you too can be the one that's in that same order, especially if you heard me. If you can take months and weeks and years to follow Sister Deborah, you could be, you most likely are Sister Deborah. You just don't realize it. Meaning spiritual. We're the same purpose in the spiritual realm of y'all. So when you listen to that, that's why I put it up there. So he wants me to allow that same, I'm going to put the headphones on Joseph and let him hear it. After, that's the first thing we're going to do. Now, why did y'all come to me this morning and say, introduce Joseph to Joseph? I said, no, it's time to get up. I'm going to get up. He started saying things to me. I said, I'm going to get up. I started walking in the hall. He still says, the Spirit of Yah still in me saying things to me. I get to the kitchen. He's still saying this. And that's where it started, me writing all this stuff he was saying. So the anointing was real high in me to where he started off with Joseph. He wants me to introduce Joseph, which I call is my son. His name is Joseph. He's called Quiet Storm. I called him, nicknamed him Quiet Storm. He's the only child that I have brought out of my womb that the voice of the Most High spoke to me one-on-one and said, you shall never know him. You shall never know him. That's my only child. He said that to me all those years. His dad would say, when we talk about Joseph, he said, remember what the father told you when he was a baby, that you would never know him. I would never know him. And many times when I think of that, I want to cry, but I realize, no, this bigger than crying, Deborah. I don't know him, y'all. That's why I call him Quiet Storm. I don't know him. I don't know him. This is a kid I don't know nothing about. I raised him. I brought him up. He cares for me like a mother, or like a mother should be cared for. That's how he feel about me. Like a mother really, 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 really want her child to care for her. You see, that's how he cared for me. But what he wanted me to do, he wanted me to introduce Quiet Storm to Joseph. And when he said, introduce Joseph, your son, to Joseph. I said, wait a minute. And guess what, y'all? Guess what happened? I'm going to show y'all how messed up it was. I said to Joseph, I ran in here to start. Guess what I did? I ran in here and began to wash dishes, trying to get off the fact that the father was saying something to me. And this is the book that China had on the table, right? So I'm washing dishes and listening to what he tell me that my purpose is to do with my son Joseph. He wants me to introduce Joseph to Joseph, because my Joseph don't know the deepness of Joseph, because Joseph is him. He's Joseph all over again. That's what y'all saying. He's Joseph all over again. So as I was doing that, he wants me to also take that video that I upload to you all. Now, it's not for everybody, but if you want to know really where you at, if you put headphones on and put that and listen to that video, and it tells you who you are, and you start crying or you start feeling it, that's you. That man is telling you who you are in the spiritual realm of y'all. Okay, so let me show y'all something. This is the Bible that China was using yesterday. And then she did it all the way through, then she stopped. And I'm going to show you something. I have never used this book. This is brand new. I remember looking at it. When I say I have never used it, I've looked in it and I have highlighted something in here probably a year, not even a year ago. Yeah, almost a year ago. It's been almost a year, because that's how long I had it. I never would pull out this big old book. I wouldn't pull out stuff like this. But I remember highlighting something in here. But let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all what I've seen. And this is why I knew that it was so important that, let me show you that the spirit was so high on me. Let me show y'all something right quick. Let me find out. I don't remember the verse on here when y'all gave it to me for Joseph. And I can't find it. Guess what he showed me? You guys. I opened this book up, right? I opened this book up and now I can't find it. And guess what's in here? Highlighted with orange. Oh, here it is. No, this ain't this. I've used this book in a way of just the first time I had opened it, and I just highlighted a few things. But that was almost a year ago, y'all. And guess what? The moment I was in dishes, I opened up the Bible over my wet hands, came over and opened up this Bible, and guess what it went to? Joseph. I can't believe I can't see it. It's highlighted. Yeah, here we go. You all, I never got caught up in Genesis chapter 50. And it's in Genesis chapter 50 and verse 24, it says, and Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and Yah will surely visit you and bring you out of the land unto the land which he swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what Joseph said before he died. Giving them giving Israel the assurity that Yah swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 25, and Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, Yah will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones from hence. That's what it came. Look, y'all, it's highlighted. And I said, Father, I know this is you. With no doubt. He wanted me to let Joseph know that his life has walked behind Joseph. And if he would read the book of Joseph, not the book of Joseph, Genesis, he would find out who Joseph really is, and he would find himself. So I, Sister Deborah, must meet with Joseph sometime this week. And we're going to sit down and I'm going to explain to him who he is. I got to sit with him and explain to him. He already knows that he is anointed by the Most High Yah. But I think something between Yah and him, there is something going on where he's trying to feel this thing. I really believe that's more than anything. He's really trying to feel this thing. And the Father wants me to put him at ease. And Yah want me to say to you the same thing he's trying to do with me to you, is to bring you to a level of at ease. That all this struggle we're doing, all this trying to make him see us, trying to make him know us, trying to make him feel us, is finished, y'all. It's over. Stop that. That's clowning. He feel us. He see us. And nothing he feel, our feelings are making us feel. Nothing we feel, we see, and we understand is going to be the way because we're leading to our own understanding. It's still going to go his way. That's why the grace and mercy is holding us up while the will have its way. The will going to A to Z. We ain't going nowhere but to A. How about that? How about that? The will is going from A to Z because it has a mission, the beginning and the end. That's what the will has. We don't have nothing but the beginning. We only have A. So, Sister Deborah, hope that we all come together this evening at 4 p.m. Central and join China and I so I can sum this up. After I get off of this here lesson, I will. And I don't think I will be bringing any lessons. I believe what the Ruach has did, it has sealed me. Those 7 days I was off. That third day, he had sealed me to be able to speak his word in a way that I don't even have to bring the words unto you. But know that let the word that is within me speak for himself. Shalom and shalom. And I appreciate each and every last one of you tuning in. And I'll see you at 4 p.m. Central Time. Shalom and shalom.